How you doing, sir?
How are you, sir?
Doing all right. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm liking Comic-Con. I think it's a little less crazy this year without all the actors.
Yeah, it definitely will be a whole lot less crazy.
Yeah, I've noticed less things set up and everything. So
Yeah, they have a lot of less activation, less activations. You know. So, yeah, it works for me, man. I still get paid the same.
Hey, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Since this is shut down, can busking be along here?
No.
No busking at all along here.
No. Even though it's shut down, like right now, you want to busk, have at it. But it becomes so crowded.
No, I mean like along the edges, like up against the wall if there's not an open store or something like that. Not like in the middle of the street, but maybe down on the promenade or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
As long as, like I said, as long as you're not blocking people. If you're up against the wall, yeah, they got to.
Because buskers are asking me, and I want to direct them to the right places and not have them get in trouble, you know?
If they're not blocking the pedestrians, this is good. I mean, you've seen this. It is going to be packed here. And if I have people that cannot walk, somebody's blocking them with items on the ground or whatever it may be, you can't have that. You know? So if there are, I mean, like you normally would be, you're next to a planter or something like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, they got to walk around the planter. So it's common sense. Yeah. But if they're out here, no. You can multiply this crowd by 20.
And I got an interesting question for you.
Uh-huh.
A ranger cited me with disorderly. Wasn't, as far as I can tell, reading the code, disorderly, you know, you have to like cause a ruckus and all this stuff. And all I did was respond to a guy that was talking to me. And he said that I'm coming back because I'm not going to be intimidated. I'm like, good, don't be intimidated by bullies. And when I said the word bully, the ranger got mad at me and cited me for disorderly conduct. Would that be...
Well, I saw the, I was...
You saw that video,
I didn't see the video, but I was party to the thread where you were speaking to, I believe it was somebody from the mayor's office. And Chief Ruiz had replied to you regarding, I saw he even sent you the First Amendment zone, which is all the way on here, all the way up to First Avenue. I saw that. So if you're asking me, is that a righteous citation for disorderly? I don't know, because I wasn't there. I don't know
if somebody called you a bully, would you feel that would be a righteous reason to cite someone for disorderly?
If somebody called me a bully,
yeah,
if that is the only thing they did, no, it's not in my opinion, no. It's not a citable.
I appreciate that.
You know?
Because I don't feel like I was doing anything wrong by filming and talking to the people that were standing around me watching the same thing.
But that being said, Mr. Dorsett, you know how you can be.
I wasn't I wasn't being that way. Okay. I mean, I was at first a little bit, but then when he said, "Hey, calm down" or whatever, I calmed down and I was just responding to someone, and I said, you know, I wouldn't react to a bully that way either.
But I mean, look at this from my point of view. Literally, our first 5 contacts were extremely adversarial on your part, not on mine, because I know you know the law. You know the law probably better than most officers do. I know it probably just as good as you, because all I do is special events. I don't patrol. I don't have to worry about listening to a radio. Oh, there's a fight here. Go take this report. All I do is special events, so I have to have some extra knowledge. Whereas these two guys, they got no idea about, you know, special events, because this is not what they do. Mm-hmm. And our first couple of interactions were extremely confrontational. Until now, even to the point where you made the complaint on me that I'm following you around, which is like my lieutenant had to say, he's not following.
That's just how it felt. That's just how it felt.
And I understand that. But you not knowing I am the special event sergeant, so I am at all the special events, which you happen to be at. So it was very, very confrontational. Now it's less confrontational because
Well, part of it is you listen now, you know, like before, like I would try to tell you stuff. I don't care. This is my you know, that's how I felt, you know,
Okay.
and that's how I felt. It was like you
Okay.
didn't feel like you cared. It didn't feel like you were listening. And then when I don't feel like I'm being listened to, I go from chatty and friendly to outraged.
every time we've spoken, you videotape me. None of those, look at all your videos. None of them have I ever said I don't care. None of them. I've explained to you, like the time on Adams Avenue, I explained to you that I would never stop you from exercising your First Amendment right. That's stupid. That's your First Amendment right. I'd be an idiot to try to stop you from doing that. But I can put certain limitations on it. For instance, the guy with the megaphone right there, preaching. First Amendment right. He can do it all day long. If his megaphone got to the point where it's so loud and there was traffic there, obviously there isn't, but we only stopped allowing traffic, 3-4 years ago? If there was still traffic there and my traffic controllers, they could not be heard by the people. Now we're talking safety. Safety trumps First Amendment every single day.
That's the fire lane, or when you're in a theater and you're like fire, and that's not a fire. Yeah.
There's Supreme Court stuff regarding that. That's kind of in dispute right now, even saying that. But what I'm saying is, when your First Amendment, when your busking interfered with the safety of the people, which at times your location was, and the last time you were painting, I told you, you can sell all the paintings you want because that is an expression, your artistic expression. I get it. But when you start painting and it going in the fumes inside the booths right there, that's when we had the problem. But that's bringing up old hashing. Right now, I see you talking to Chief Ruiz. Continue dealing with him because his people will be out here. And if your guy is up on the wall, like by that planter,
Or like what about near the, like these meters and stuff like that?
no,
No. Because that would be stuff people have to walk around.
But they don't have to walk around it. They have to walk around it right here. You set up a bunch of stuff. Now we're talking about taking up extra space. That is what, 6 inches width? Yeah, you start taking up more space than that.
What about the tree that's right behind it? Like,
Right.
I'm just trying to get common sense areas,
Right.
you know, like people want to set up where there's something already blocking traffic, and that's, you know, basically how they want to do it.
And I understand that. But they cannot be here if they are making people walk.
What about a block or two up? Because it gets less and less crowded the further up you go.
Correct. You go north, put it this way. My area of responsibility is from here to J. After that, you're at the mercy of the Central Division. And they would know about it because they're downtown cops. They deal with busking all the time. Okay? So, yeah, tell your people.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you for